Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Deadpool Game Review. Now as you know, Deadpool the game is meant to be a game from 2013 that was released on Microsoft Windows, PS3 and Xbox 360. In basically 2 years later would be released on PS4 and Xbox One to tie into the 2016 film Deadpool that starred Ryan Reynolds as the starring character. Now, the premise of the game Deadpool is meant to sort of feature Deadpool in his own video game, where he technically breaks the fourth wall, gets High Moon Studios to sort of make his game, and it's up to you as the player to go against Mr. Sinister's latest scheme, as well as joining the X-Men along with Cable to help stop his master plan in Genosha. Now, the game, I would say, does keep close to the comics. Like, it's meant to have Deadpool break the fourth wall, joke around, not take anything too seriously. I would say the humor does feel a little dry. Like, I think there were intentions to go full on Deadpool, but not completely. And at the same time, enemies you defeat you can gain weapons from. Also, basically, getting points can also increase your chances of getting better weaponry, upgrades, and so many other things. Now, at the same time, the game also does bring in a lot of fourth walls, like Norinoff basically being hired by Deadpool to voice him, given the fact he voices the sort of title character. And in the game, Gwendolyn Neo, who was also known for voicing Dynamo in Wolverine and the X-Men, returns to voice her character. Now, when I found out Fred Tastical actually voiced Cable in the game, I assumed it was basically Jim Cummings until checking the sort of IMDb page. Now, at the same time, there are boss battles you are going to have to be switched on for. For example, you have to deal with some of Mr. Sinister's Marauder members, like Arclight, who can basically pound you to a pulp, Blockbuster that you're gonna need to make sure to, when he charges, to press circle to sort of attack, as well as dealing with Vertigo's sort of Vertigo abilities. And at the same time, you've also got Deadpool's kind of two voices. One who's the voice of reason, one who's a bit more childish. And I think they do work well as two characters. Like, one's trying to be realistic, the other one acting and behaving like a little kid. And at the same time, you have to deal with dangerous sort of mutant clones. Like, one's based on Gambit, one's based on Storm, and so many other things. And also with the game itself, also kind of as well jokes about the game budgeting, and keep in mind, if you are working in a game studio, you have to make sure to sort of finance things, get things done, and so many things. So I think having Deadpool trying to ship money in, help the studio out, does technically work. And that was the point of Deadpool. He was meant to be over the top. He was meant to sort of do things no one was willing to do. And I also do feel what the game also gets right is that it definitely keeps true to what the comics are, and definitely trying to show you what weaponry they have. Like, for example, size that Deadpool can use to sort of chunk out enemies. Basically, you've got futuristic guns, machine guns that can do a lot more damage, and so many things. So I think, to me, Deadpool is an enjoyable game. Even though the humor's dry, you can kind of tell Activision and High Moon Studios knew what they were trying to bring. So I think this deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.